Hi, welcome to the first edition of what I call Once Upon a Time. Basically, I just tell you a story about something that happened to me. But this is what we're calling it. Anyways, this story is going to be about the first time that I ever got drunk. Memories. I was about 17 at the time. I went to go visit my friends out of town. My two best friends. One of them wasn't there though, and I needed a place to stay, so he kind of let me use his house when he was out of town. It was actually his dad's house, but he was letting me use it so I could stay there. But the first night I was there, I had the brilliant idea to get some liquor and get fucking drunk. So Kyle and I went back to his house, and in his garage, his family keeps liquor for his grandfather whenever he comes to visit. So we figured, why not take some of that? And we'll fill it up with water or whatever. So we're just filling up like this pink cup of straight vodka. And we're kind of walking around in the park, in the streets, like drinking a cup of vodka, which, now that I look back on it, was really kind of a retarded idea in the first place. But it gets worse. So we're walking around drinking. I've had like a cup and a half to 2 cups, and he's had about a cup, and I'm pretty drunk. And he's pretty tipsy. I don't know, he doesn't like liquor that much. Don't blame him. Especially vodka. I'm more of a Jack kind of guy. So at this point, I'm pretty drunk, and he's kind of drunk. So I'm walking around, and I decide I need to take a piss somewhere. So I find this tree. In my drunk mind, I'm just like, oh, nobody's seen me here. This is just a tree, right? Off the side of the road. So I'm peeing, right? I pee, and then I finish, and then I walk away. And Kyle kind of looks at me funny, and he turns to me and he says, so did those people say anything to you? And I was kind of like, what people? And he was like, there were people sitting on a porch, and the porch of the house in front of which you were peeing. So I was actually peeing in a tree in the middle of their front yard, piss drunk, and I had no idea that I was doing it. And I'm kind of lucky they didn't call the cops on me or say anything about it. So we're kind of just walking around blind drunk, and we're kind of tired. We want to go back to my friend's dad's house, right, and watch Anchorman or something. At this point, it was about 3 in the morning, so we're getting really tired, and I'm really, really drunk at this point because all the alcohol has gone into my lower intestine and been digested. So I am fucking smashed, especially since it's my first time ever being drunk. And Ryan's famous last words to me was, leave everything how you found it. So I got up and I went to the bathroom because I wasn't feeling good from how drunk I was. So I go in the bathroom, I'm kind of staring at the toilet there, thinking, I'm going to puke my guts out. And so I puked. And I puked everywhere. I puked all over the toilet seat. I puked all over the floor. I puked a little bit in the toilet. And I puked all over the wall. So at that point, I was kind of wondering, in my drunk state of mind, what am I going to do about this? I puked everywhere. So I look to my left, and on the wall, I see one of those little towel rack things with a hand towel on it. Didn't even notice the toilet paper. I was in the bathroom, and I didn't see the toilet paper. I saw a hand towel. So I take the hand towel, and I start cleaning it off the toilet seat. And I start cleaning it off the floor, right? But did I put it in the hamper? No. I put it back on the towel rack. And then I puked again. And I was holding on to the towel rack because I thought I was going to fall forward, and I completely ripped the towel rack out of the wall. So I'm kind of standing there, not knowing what to do about this. And then, I just don't care because I'm so fucking drunk, right? So I'm kind of like, I'll take care of it in the morning, right? So I walk out of the bathroom, and I say to Kyle, I think I'm going to lay down. And then I fell face first and passed out. 5 hours later, didn't even feel like I slept. Woke up, went into the bathroom, saw the mess that I had made, still really fucking drunk. I saw the towel racks. I thought to myself, I have to fix that somehow. So I went into his drawer and got some invisible Scotch tape and taped the towel rack back on the wall, left the bathroom the way that it was, and then we both just left. I'm driving home at this point, still really drunk, driving home, having had 5 hours of sleep. I suddenly realized something. I called Kyle. Oh yeah, I brought some beer too. I guess that's why I was more drunk. I thought it was two cups of vodka. So I call Kyle up, and I tell him, I say, dude, I left a box of beer in the fridge. You have to go get it. And this was important because Ryan and his dad were about 10 minutes away from getting back from wherever they were. So what Kyle does is he runs in the house, grabs the empty box of beer, runs back out, and dives behind some bushes. And at that second, Ryan and his dad pulled around the corner. And that's the last I know of it. But 5 hours later, lo and behold, I get a call from Ryan. So I answer it, and he says, what the hell did you do? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, okay, there are pennies. Okay, when we walked through the door, I was the first one. The first thing I saw was just pennies scattered all over the floor. And you know what? I guess that was because I was sleeping on my back with my knees up, and I was wearing cargo shorts, and all the change fell out of my pocket, and I had a crap ton of pennies for some reason. I don't know. I carry around pockets full of change for no apparent reason, and I don't even use it either. And when a hobo asks me for it, I say, fuck no. I guess I'm just a terrible person. Anyways, Ryan continues, and then I go and I see the bathroom. My dad takes one look at it, and he thought that a squatter had come in the house and shit everywhere. Because when I had pizza, it was a pepperoni bacon pizza with extra sauce. So it was like a dark reddish, kind of brownish color. I guess we had a lot of soda too. It was like he thought someone came in and just shat everywhere. And then Ryan continues, and he tells me that his dad ended up finding out what had happened. And I was, I didn't think anything of that. But then, like a couple of years later, I was kind of thinking, his dad thought it was a squatter. How the hell would his dad have any clue that it was me? Ryan must have told him that he let me use the house. He could have just gone on letting his dad think that a squatter came in, but no, he didn't. He told his dad it was me, and now his dad has hated me for the last 4 or 5 years. And I've never been back in that house since. So that was the first time that I ever got drunk. I pissed in someone's front yard while they were watching me, sitting on the front porch, and I destroyed a bathroom. But Ryan eventually got me back by puking in the back of my car. He puked. He tried to hold it in because we got really drunk one night, and we were driving because we wanted food because we were really drunk, So we tried to hold it in, but he ended up puking all over himself and all over the back of my floor, and it smelled like puke for 3 months. So I guess we're even. So tell me what you think, what you thought about my story. Do you have a story? Tell me your drunk story. I want to know. Whatever, I guess. Dislike this video or thumb up, whatever it is. Okay. Well, fuck off.